22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Jacksonville. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Go, 52.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2nd and 3. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Throwing is McDonald. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, it's Burns, and he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. The Jaguars at 7-4 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight. And when
this is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
6, 7. Right.
Looking to throw. Nelson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Santos. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Nelson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jagsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Burns. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Up the middle they go. It's Burns, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're leaving at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun. Nelson throwing the out route and complete. That's Schwartz. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go, back. Draw, stand. Stand, go. Ready.
Going left side, and he's got Donnell. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And the tight end goes in motion left. Nelson now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Santos. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here we go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ball red.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This pass into the hands of Turner. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice.
Touchdown, Browns! A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. McDonald sets to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Out of the gun, McDonald. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. They'll run on first down. Burns. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burns. Dances by him. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
McDonald. He finds his man, complete. That's Burns. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll try the left side. Burns. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Turner, and forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Here's Nelson to throw on 2nd down. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Red, cycle. Ready.
Set to throw is Nelson. Throwing on first down. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they'll work this down inside the 30. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Getting this into the hands of Turner. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as they have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Here's McDonald to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Burns. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. McDonald over the middle, complete. That's Wheeler. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Burns. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jags are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point on the Northern is up and good. And that is going to tie up the game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kadarius Toney, 51 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. Zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's McDonald. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! A big play there. Taking it in. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. That is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Taking it right down Broadway. 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, as you just pointed out. Both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Myles Garrett in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Burns, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Tough when their first drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now Nelson off the play fake. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
Pick it off,
third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
For once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Burns. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. Room here to run. Down the left sideline. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Here we go. Here we go. Black Ultra.
Nelson following the fumble recovery. He'll throw. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
Here we go. Back.
They'll try the left side. It's Turner, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Turner. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try the left side. It's Turner, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw on 2nd down, McDonald throwing the out route and complete. That's Wheeler on the move past the 40. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, and he's had a heck of a game so far, up over 100 yards receiving already. And it's not all been air yards, as we saw right there. He's so good that when he gets space to maneuver, he can often turn it into a big play after the catch.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw. McDonald, his throw caught at about the 5. And the Jaguars are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
On 1st down, it's Burns, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Burns. And this time he is in. A 50-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Field, flat. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Nelson. Throw left side complete. That's Turner. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Let's go. Hand cycle. Blue striker. Ready.
Looking to throw. Nelson. He finds his man, complete. It's Santos. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Nelson now on 1st and 10. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as they... So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's got some space here. The solid stiff arm. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 10-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Santos. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
Let's go now. Check right.
Up the middle they go. Turner. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Nelson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Watch it. Sit. Smash. Left.
Operating from the gun, Nelson. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety back in games. He went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he returns this to the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll run on first down. It's Turner, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Turner, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Ready, go.
On 3rd down, Turner. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wheeler. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on first down. McDonald over the middle, complete. That's Burns. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McDonald got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Ready?
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And even playing on the road, the class of this ball club just too much to overcome.
Yeah, deep down, I think even the fans knew how this one was going to turn out. All right, they just came to support their team, hoped they'd see some good football, and they did. But they didn't really expect their team to win. In fact, they probably came in and said, let's win the tailgate. Because that's where we have the advantage, and I bet they did that.
So for the Browns, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.